Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. Welcome to Tuesday. It's a little chilly out there.
It's chilly, but thankfully no wind.
No, I know. The winds have died down. Okay, I'll tell you a funny story. You ever have those moments where you just feel so dumb? You just feel so completely dumb?
Yes.
Okay, so I've been on the hunt for ice trays for months.
Yes.
So here's the thing. I have no ice in my, I haven't had ice forever because every single time I go to a store to buy an ice tray, they're out. I mean, who's out of ice? Every store in Albuquerque is always out of ice trays. So you had said to me, don't you have an ice maker? And I was like, no, Kristen, I don't have an ice maker, because I thought you meant like the thing on the outside that you push on the fridge. Well, anyway, so
did you open up your freezer?
Well, I ran into my neighbor. I ran into Tyler last night as I was coming home, and he said, "Hey, how's it going?" And he followed me toward my door, and I said, "Can you believe I can't find ice trays anywhere in this town?" And he said, "You have an ice maker in your thing." Yeah. So the bottom line is, I've had an ice maker for the whole year.
So you're like, no. I'm like, no. I think when you open up the freezer, there's one inside there.
Yeah. I mean, this is really not that exciting of a story. I just wanted to share with the public that sometimes we all do really dumb things, and it's okay to admit that to the people.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, one thing that I do know for sure is that it is definitely getting cooler, and it is really starting to feel like fall.
It is. And yesterday, I don't know if you were out and about experiencing the winds, but they were crazy, and it affected New Mexico and Texas. And we have incredible video from Texas this morning. A cold front rolled through the area across Lubbock just after 5:30 yesterday, and it caused just this huge dust storm. I think we have some video of it. It is just amazing. Here's a look at the video.
Unbelievable. It reminds me of that haboob.
Right, in Phoenix. They had a few of them this year, but this one uprooted trees. It caused the roofs to collapse at the law office. The storm flipped several small planes at the airport, and so far, no, it doesn't like anyone was hurt from it. But this was in Lubbock, Texas, which is right near the the New Mexico border, and we had extremely windy conditions. Look at that, almost it's like nighttime there. Look how dark it got.
It's frightening to me. That's frightening. And even though no one got hurt, I would imagine anybody with allergies or any kind of issues with breathing and respiratory problems.
Yeah, no, you don't want to get out in that. And again, it was a very similar scenario in New Mexico. And we had so many people send in pictures of it, I guess, brave enough to go outside and breathe it in. And I have a couple of pictures along with your weather updates. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. This is a photo sent in from Dustin. He was actually flying over. This is an aerial view, flying over Portales.
Dustin in the dust storm? Dustin
in the dust storm. Yes, Portales. So you can kind of see the dust blowing around there. And then another one from New Mexico. This picture Jason sent in from Hobbs. So, you know, it was so windy. 61-mile-per-hour winds in Roswell, 55-mile-per-hour winds in Clovis. Once you get over the 50 mark, enough to do damage, and we were even close to that in Albuquerque. But thankfully now, not so bad. Northeast winds at 6 miles per hour, and of course the wind blew into cold. It's 46 degrees right now, so quite a bit chillier this morning as we head through the day. We're only going to manage to make it up to 66 degrees with a lot of sunshine around, and then down the southeast where they've been topping out in the mid-90s for the past couple of days, they're only going to top out in the 60s and 70s. So,
gosh,
it is going to be warm, and of course we'll have a look at that 7A coming up in a moment. But yes, very, very, very cool. A lot cooler, I mean, down in the southeast.
I know. Well, it is amazing that it really does start to just like that. It was so hot, and then all of a sudden now it feels like fall. Meanwhile, now we got the local weather. We have to check in about some local news going on.
Let's go ahead and talk to News 13's anchor Matt Mauro for today's headlines.
Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, ladies, and good morning to you. Well, we start off this morning with a story we previewed for you yesterday. It's called the Virgin Galactic Gateway to Space, and the dedication, as you can imagine, is pretty out of this world. The eccentric barefoot billionaire Sir Richard Branson, this is what he did. He rappelled down from a balcony and popped a cork and christened the spaceport terminal and hangar. That's the only guy who could do it. The audience at the dedication got an unexpected show, as well as White Knight 2 took to the skies over southern New Mexico, carrying the ship that it'll tow towards space. About 150 of the future passengers who have already plunked down a whopping $200 grand apiece for a space flight were also there.
These beautiful ships will shortly be ready to welcome the first of more than 450 people paid up and waiting to fly.
Still going to have to wait a little bit longer because a lot still needs to be done before the first space flight that's set for 2013. The spaceship is still being tested, and Virgin Galactic is the anchor tenant here, but the state hopes that other companies will also go ahead and move on in. Well, the I-25 Paseo del Norte interchange project could be seeing a green light once again. Late last night, the Albuquerque City Council voted 5-4 to give $3 million to that interchange. So 2 weeks ago, you probably remember, voters killed a plan to steer $25 million toward it because it was tied with another $25 million project that was a new sports complex. Well, Mayor R.J. Berry had pushed the council to do something about this, saying the bond will show the state that Albuquerque is serious about helping to pay for the project, and he hopes that that'll help get money from the state during next year's legislative session. Well, IndyCar fans and drivers are still reeling from Sunday's horrific and fiery crash that killed driver Dan Weldon. So we want to take a local angle on this. So we sent News 13's David Romero to talk with Albuquerque's own racing legend, Al Unser Sr., and we got his opinion on this very dangerous side of racing.
Dan Weldon is going to win the race! It's a sport filled with excitement and thrills, but with those aspects comes an element of danger.
We all know the risk that we take when we fasten that seatbelt, so Dan knew it, but he was doing what he loved to do.
Al Unser is no stranger to the highs and lows of the sport. He's a 4-time Indy 500 winner. His family has competed and excelled in it for years, but they've also had their share of misfortune.
And it's hard to design something when cars run 220 mile an hour, you know, and should they slow them down? I don't think so. You slow them down and they'll just bang wheels faster and quicker because the speeds, you know, are just not there. And
many drivers in a recent CBS News story expressed concern that cars could bunch up on the track and not have a chance to separate.
I don't think that it was, you know, totally that dangerous. No more than Michigan, no more than the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Just because, you know, Dan Weldon got injured, you know, and killed, it doesn't make it a bad racetrack.
More safety precautions have added to the design of next year's race car in an attempt to eliminate the type of crash that killed Weldon.
He was, as I said, a very talented spokesman for racing and for everything that he believed in, you know, and I mean, the guy was just, I think, a very talented man, and not just because he's gone.
In Albuquerque, David Romero, KRQE News 13.
That's interesting. Al Unser Sr., a pro as anyone at this sport, says speed and the track, not really an issue and not things that need to be looked at. All right, well, Dan Weldon was the first IndyCar driver to die on the track since 2006. That's when Paul Dana died during warm-ups for a race in Miami. Now, incidentally, it was Dan Weldon who went on to win that race. Well, cell phone companies are going to do something to help you out. They say they're going to let you know if you're about to exceed your monthly limits for calling, your minutes, your text messages, and your data use. The companies are stepping up because the Federal Communications Commission threatened to regulate them if they didn't do this on their own. The FCC is hoping to curb nasty surprises that a lot of us have gotten on our cell phone bills, sometimes bills of a couple extra $100 a month. And if your kids are working on that letter to Santa, keep this in mind. Santa might find the cheapest prices at Walmart because the mega store is undercutting the competition for holiday toys. A new analysis shows that Walmart has lower prices than Target, Kmart, and Toys R Us on many of the season's best sellers. And overall, consumers are expected to spend less this holiday shopping season than last year. The National Retail Federation predicts holiday sales will slow to about 3%. It's down from what was more than 5% last year. That does it for your morning headlines from here. For more news and weather every weekday, make sure you catch me and Kristen on News 13. We'll get you up to speed. We'll get your morning started off the right way. Now, ladies, I just have a question for you.
Yeah.
Richard Branson thing, this space flight, I know it's 200 grand a pop, but it's still pretty interesting to think about this, that regular Joes like all of us are going to get the chance to go up to outer space. Or just right below it.
That would be pretty crazy. I don't know. I don't think I'd have the stomach for it, to tell you the truth.
No way.
It'd be one heck of a roller coaster ride.
No doubt about that. Yeah, I still have to get the nerve to go on the tilt-a-whirl. So, you know.
I get nervous on the airplane.
Okay, both of you better never try and go on one of these flights then, that's for sure.
No.
You never know. You never know. If I have the right person with me, maybe I'll have the courage.
No, for me.
Thanks, Matt.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, well, I did have the courage to head out to a brand new club this weekend. I told you about it. And it was really cool to see so many people around town just out and about, ready to have a good time, good attitudes, good mood, and just ready for some fun. And that's because Albuquerque's all-new Envy at Route 66 Casino Hotel did open on Saturday. Our Face of Fox, Elias Gallegos, and I were there. And if you love Vegas, well, this is the next best thing. Check it out. Well, we are officially going to be the envy of you because Elias and myself, Nikki Stanzione, here at the opening of
Club Envy.
Definitely Vegas.
It reminds me of Vegas.
That's what everybody said. That's the goal, right?
This is the first casino, first club in the world to have pure digital sound.
Where are we actually?
Route 66 in Albuquerque.
We're in New Mexico.
Yes, we are.
It's a whole different experience out here. And that's what's really great about Envy is that there's all these little areas where you can mix and mingle and be, feel like you're in a different place.
I love the environment. Right now everybody's so happy. They're having such a fabulous time and I absolutely love the decorations. The way the whole remodeling of this entire thing is great.
Look at this club. The club is huge. It's rocking in here. It's a great night. Route 66, you held it down. Here we go, guys. We're at the bar with the head bartender, Cesadio. Cesadio, what kind of preparations did you guys have leading up until tonight?
Oh, we had lots of preparations as far as alcohol training, meeting with mixologists. We had cigar training, all kinds of training to get prepared for tonight's event.
Wow.
Has it led up to your expectations?
Yeah, it's awesome. Look around.
Basically, you're coming to rock the party. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a female or a male. Like, there's, I don't know how many hundreds of people out there, and at the end of the day, they came here to have fun. They came here to dance, and you just have to rock it.
If you missed out on tonight, we're here to show you what it's all about. But that said, it's not over after tonight. Tonight's just the beginning, and you can come back each and every week and experience all the fun. And by the way, my favorite song is playing. Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey. It was so much fun, and I have to thank Elsa Ross over in Nob Hill because they wardrobed us that night. It was wearing Haute Hippie, and Elias was wearing True Religion, and we just want to thank them so much for fabulous clothing. It was awesome.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun.
It was, and you know my favorite thing about that was, sometimes you think when you go to a club, or there were over 700 people there, guys. Sometimes you think when people are waiting at a bar or they're waiting to get on a dance floor, they get a little rowdy. I didn't see any of that. I saw great attitudes. People were just really cool. So it was nice to see. So it's good to see Albuquerque doing something fun, and we'll continue to see fun things every week.
You'll have to take me.
Yes, you'll have to come next time. I promise. Right. Okay, now getting back to the music. Okay, I think we found Nicki Minaj's biggest fans. Listen to this. This is Sophia Grace. Sorry, that was really bad. This is Sophia Grace Brownlee, and she is singing super bass, and she's got her backup dancer Rosie. It's me. Listen to the rap, listen.
When I think I like him better when he's out loud. When I think I like him better with a fitted cap on. He even rather trying to put the neck on. He just gotta give me that look when he give me that look when the piggy's like, excuse me, you know what I got everything on American guys. I mean, sorry, sickening eyes until you're inside your fun inside. Yes, I did. Somebody please tell me who the F I is. I am Nicki Minaj. You got the cooser, but you.
Oh my God. I just can't get enough of this child. She got that rap down pat. And it was so cool because they landed on Ellen and they actually got to meet their idol. I think they were just a little excited.
Oh, they were super excited. And she she has some attitude.
I just love you so much. And you said that you love Nicki Minaj, right? Yeah. Do you want to meet her? Yes! Come on out, Nikki.
Oh. How cute is that? Do you love this?
Yes. I loved her sass when she's singing. I think that's like half of it that makes it so cute.
Oh yeah. I just don't know how she memorized all those lyrics. It's not easy. This kid is happy.
No. And the little sister trying so hard to be like the big sister is just so cute. She can't really sing the words, but she's doing her mouth. She's pretending. She's pretending.
All the parents are crying. Everybody's crying. It's such a happy moment for her. I just love seeing dreams come true for little kids. And nowadays it's like you have a talent, you showcase it on one of these YouTube videos, and all of a sudden the whole world knows who you are. It's amazing. Take a look at how this continued on. This is amazing. Just love it.
Of course, wanted to do this, but to change your schedule around to be here. Thank you so
Look at her in her little wig.
All right, as we go to break, will you do us the the honor of singing with her.
Yes. Watch. They're going to sing together now. Watch this. This is the best. This is like total dream.
I haven't seen this part.
With the cooler system. When he come out of the club and he blazing up. Got sets to a deck like saving up. And he might get a deal. He pop balls and he got a right kind of bill. He fall, he dope. Master car, he owes in the air.
Oh my God. Wow.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, we had a show. I mean, I know we talked about it. You talked about it on the news yesterday, but this is just adorable. So anyway, hope I gave you a little smile this morning, everybody, and maybe a little sunshine too.
Yes, we are going to see more sunshine today and cooler temperatures. Here's a quick look at the forecast for today. Right now, still a little chilly out. 46 in Albuquerque. We're in the low 30s up to the north and upper 40s across the southern half of the state. Your 70 forecast here, mid 60s this afternoon, 67 tomorrow. We'll stay above freezing at night, though it will be chilly, low to mid 40s, and then we warm up to the 70s as we head toward next Thursday and Friday. So it'll get a little warmer by the end of the week, but nothing like what we had last week. Looks good.